Hey friends, it's your old pal SVH here, coming at you with another Daily Nugget for February the 15th, 2021. Today is coming at us from the Bowl of Saki by Hazrat Inayat Khan, and it is dated for February 15th, so it's for today. And this one is really, I've kind of touched upon this topic a little bit before and talked about it before, and this is a big one. I love this one. So without further ado, today's Daily Nugget. The universe is like a dome. It vibrates to that which you say in it, and answers the same back to you. So also is the law of action. We reap what we sow. The universe is like a dome. It vibrates to that which you say in it, and answers the same back to you. So also is the law of action. We reap what we sow. So I've touched upon this a few times before, how the universe is a dome. And in this dome, all our thoughts, all of our words, all of our expressions are reverberated within this dome. And they do, reverberate back towards us. So it's this call and answer kind of thing that's happening within this dome of the universe. And it's just so important that we are conscious of the words that we say, the thoughts that we have, because they do have a power. It's a vibration. It's an energy that goes out, that is released from us into the atmosphere, permeates our atmosphere, surrounds our existing space that we're in, but it continues to reverberate on. It's like a stone that's dropped into a puddle, and how it makes the ripples, and it ripples out. Those ripples can continue out continuously for miles. With the universe, imagine the hundreds of thousands or millions of miles that could be present in the universe, and what that dome would be like. So how far-reaching our thoughts are, and our words and our actions, and how that reverberates out. Energetically hits that dome and comes back. So the universe is like a dome. It vibrates to that which you say in it, and answers the same back to you. So again, this is kind of like the law of attraction kind of vibe. They reference the law of action here, which is a different law, but in the law of attraction, it is a thing where what you think and what you express is what you create in your reality. And this is a real clue to that, a key to that, because it reverberates out into this dome that reverberates and answers back. You get this echo and this reverberance of the same that we put out. So if you're always thinking positive thoughts, you're always sharing love, you're always sharing mercy, compassion, kindness, joy, empathy, these are things that are going to reverberate back to you. These are things that are going to permeate your atmosphere. You're going to create a different environment. You're going to raise the vibration of the space that you stand in, and it's going to break out of your space. It's going to go out, it won't be contained in your home or whatever. It's going to go with you everywhere you go. So every place that you go, carrying this positive vibration. I have my ringtone for when I get a text message is Positive Vibrations by Bob Marley, and it's been my ringtone for like 2 years, and everywhere I go, people get into that song. Oh, that's cool, what is that? It's positive vibrations, and that's it. It's just about spreading positive vibrations. It's about being is hopeful and as faithful as we can be. I have a Faith No More shirt on here, but I got a lot of faith. But yeah, it's really about having that faith, continuing on in that faith, working hard to really hold on to positivity in every way that you can, and put out as much positive vibration as you can, because it really, again, it creates your atmosphere. There's a magnetism then that draws people to that positive energy, and as it brings them in, it retunes them back to a more positive frequency. And imagine just how we could really change the world if we all took ourselves to task and we're really conscious of the words and thoughts that we put out into the dome of the universe. Okay, so this is a bigger picture than just the law of attraction. That's one thing. If you think something, you're going to become it. But this is even farther than that, because this is an action. When you put this into motion, when you put that thought or that action or that speech into motion, it goes out into this dome. And again, if it's a positive vibration, you're just going to create more magnetism that's going to draw in people that need that positive vibration, and it's going to retune them. It's just how this works. So the second part of that says, so also is the law of action. We reap what we sow. So this is a biblical lesson right here, of reaping what you sow. So you have to be conscious of what are we putting out there. If we're sowing the seeds of hatred, then it's going to spring up, some thorny weeds, and we're going to have a real difficult time traversing through that landscape, through all those thorny weeds, right? But if you plant the seed of love, then what's going to open and unfurl is going to be beauty. It's going to flower into something really expressive, and the essence of that and the beauty is going to be what really carries out into the atmosphere. And that's really what we want to do, right? So the whole idea of the law of action, that reaping what you sow, is being, you reap what you sow, so you have to be conscious of what you're sowing, and I really like the idea of the seeds. And I actually did a live kirtan event yesterday. I'll probably share some more information. I might even put the whole video up on the channel here. But I did an event yesterday. We were doing a kirtan to stand in solidarity with the farmers in India. Right now, there's a lot of farmers from all different religions, all different backgrounds, that are coming together in solidarity because they're having their lands taken away from them. They're having things done to the land that make it difficult for them to really make a living as farmers now. And this is such a huge part of their culture and everything there. But yesterday I got the opportunity to share a little bit with at the kirtan. And we do a practice in our particular order called the zikr. Zikr is a long tradition in the Sufi practices. Also, Muslims do the zikr, different types of zikr, but it's saying a phrase, and as you chant the phrase, there's movements to where you're sweeping across the heart and then throwing the light that is reflected into your consciousness into the heart. Yesterday I had the inkling while in this that, to do the practice a little different way and see this as a sowing of the seed, kind of a, what's the word I used? When you basically prep the soil, when you go through and you prep the soil for the seed to be dropped in on a farm. Can't think of the word, but there's a word for that. But this whole, reaping, using the hoe to open this, this capacity so that the seed goes in, gets the nutrients that it needs to rise up and flower. And I was thinking of that as the practice too. Instead of, clearing the space or sweeping away the dust of the heart and then throwing in the light on the mirror of the heart, it's more, I looked at it more as a process of opening plowing the fields to be able to, sow the seeds, and then looking up for that divine light of guidance and throwing that upon the seed. So, again, there's just so many different ways that you can take things from your everyday life and turn it into a practice or turn it into a concept that can help you wrap your head around these kinds of ideals, and what you can do. And these are mystical truths. These laws are real, and they're universal laws. So, really seeing the universe as this dome and really taking ourselves to task and as to what we throw out and put into the dome, I think is really important to think about. And again, like I said last week in one of my videos about vibration, it's just so easy to just kind of go through our day and be bombarded with sounds and vibrations and all these things and not be conscious of it. And then also the same, the other direction, we put all these thoughts and feelings and words out there and mumble stuff under our breath, and it all goes out there into the atmosphere and creates things that we don't necessarily want to create. So it's really important to keep all that in mind. And I think that that's what this passage really alludes to today. So I will give it to you one more time. The universe is like a dome. It vibrates to that which you say in it, and answers the same back to you. So also is the law of action. We reap what we sow. So there you have it, folks. Today's Daily Nugget. I really appreciate everybody tuning into these. If you wouldn't mind, I really appreciate you hitting the old like and subscribe button down there. Hit the notification bell so that you're sure to get these whenever they pop up. If you're watching this on a different channel other than my own YouTube, I do encourage you to go to youtube.com/thesvh and go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel over there. And yeah, I really appreciate everybody's support. And